Let's stop pretending. Let's stop pretending that intimacy is just a physical act or that touch is just about skin, because for a woman who knows her power, touch is strategy. It's emotional warfare wrapped in silk. It's a command, a whisper, a signature. And when done right, at the right time, with the right energy, it doesn't just touch the body, it imprints the mind. This isn't about pleasing, this is about possessing, not with control but with confidence. You were not made to be timid in love. You were made to awaken senses, to stir depths, to leave memories that echo long after your body is no longer in the room. That's not lust. That's imprinting. That's addiction. There's a place beneath surface desire, a place where emotion, instinct, and vulnerability collide. That's the territory where true intimacy is built, and in that space, touch becomes sacred. Not every woman can go there. Not every woman dares, because it requires presence. Not just being in the bed, but being in your power, in your body, in your feminine energy, without apology. When you explore someone's soul through their body, you become unforgettable. But most never get past the surface. They go through the motions, hoping for connection, but never leading it, never owning it. Now imagine this. Your hand guided, not by performance, but by deep intuition, slow, intentional. A map not just to pleasure, but to memory. You don't just ignite nerves, you activate emotion. That place you touch, it's not about anatomy, it's about influence. You touch someone where they feel seen, and suddenly they crave not the act, but you, the way you do it, the way you feel, the energy you carry, the silence between movements, the tension, the surrender. That is where the addiction forms, not because of technique, but because of presence. Let's be clear, this isn't about manipulation. It's about intelligence, about understanding human psychology and claiming what already belongs to you, your sensual power. Touch, when used consciously, is not weak. It is dominance in its most beautiful form. It says, I see you, I read you, I own this moment. That's when it becomes impossible to forget, not because of what you did, but because of who you became in that moment. The woman who knows her worth. The woman who doesn't flinch. The woman who leads without ever needing to raise her voice. You don't need to chase when your presence pulls. You don't need to beg when your absence burns. You don't need to explain when your touch explains everything. So don't just make love, leave a mark. Be the one who touches not with hands but with intention, who uses silence as a tool, who listens with fingertips, who commands energy, who owns her space unapologetically. Tonight and every night after, don't ask for connection, create it. Don't chase attention, command it. Don't hope to be remembered, design how you will be remembered. Because when your touch becomes a language, one he's never heard before, one he feels in the marrow, you won't just be a memory, you'll be an addiction. So go own the moment. Touch, not to please, but to possess. And let the silence between breaths say the rest. Touch with purpose, not habit. Don't just touch out of routine. Touch with precision. Every movement should be intentional. Every caress should speak. You're not filling time, you're creating tension. When your touch is thoughtful, it triggers not just sensation, but emotional memory. That's the kind of touch the body aches for later, the one that meant something. Create anticipation, not just pleasure. Intimacy isn't about how fast you can get there. It's about how slow you can go without losing control. Build up the anticipation with slow, firm, and responsive touch. The space before the climax is where addiction forms. It's the tease, the pullback, the pause that makes the release unforgettable. Don't touch to please, touch to own the moment. Stop waiting for permission to lead. In intimacy, ownership isn't aggression. It's awareness. It's knowing when to touch, where to linger, and how to move without second guessing. When you touch with confidence and certainty, you create a rhythm that doesn't ask, it commands attention and surrender. Read the body like a language. His body has a language. Learn to read it. Feel the breath, the tension, the shifts. It will tell you everything. Where to go, when to slow, when to stay. Don't just perform, respond. Let the body become your feedback system and make every touch a direct conversation with his subconscious. Infuse emotion into physicality. Touch isn't just about skin, it's about emotion transmitted through physical form. A touch infused with love, desire, power, or even restraint hits differently. The emotional charge behind your hands is what makes the memory last. That's what makes your touch addictive. It's not neutral, it carries weight. Use silence and stillness as a tool. Don't underestimate the power of stillness. Sometimes the most intoxicating moment is the one where you pause, a single hand placed just there, without moving, while locking eyes. That can shift the entire dynamic. It's not about motion, it's about presence. Stillness can break them more than speed ever could.